if you can sort this out from Dom Johnson, is basically what are your thoughts on the quarterback coach and the development when an injured quarterback is a better choice than a 100% healthy backup quarterback? Of course, he's speaking of Adrian Martinez and Logan Smothers.
Yeah, you know what? Mario Verduzco's always been a very intriguing and entertaining guy, and but I think obviously with what you've seen with Adrian Martinez, and it's hard to say with injuries which held it back, but it is hard to see the development that Coach Verduzco has had on his group. You haven't really got to see much. I mean, Logan Smothers hasn't had a chance to play yet. Luke McCaffrey got a chance last year and, didn't really pan out too much. And Martinez got his job back after that. But, yeah, I mean, it's been 4 years of kind of a stagnant – I mean, after when you saw Adrian Martinez come in as a freshman and kind of, set college football world a little bit ablaze and put him in that, Heisman Trophy candidate talk early on in his career. And it's just been kind of hampered since then. And you haven't seen that kind of progression that you'd like to see. And we haven't had a look at much more than Adrian Martinez. So it's kind of the book's still out on Mario Verduzco. All I can say is this: that he's a great guy to talk to, and I would hang out with him anytime, and have a glass of wine and smoke a cigar with him, and listen to jazz music. But there's going to be heads on the chopping block, and his name's been right up there, so I wouldn't be surprised to see Mario moving on.
In connection to the quarterback position, maybe one of the biggest highlights of the game, obviously from a scoring standpoint, was the 2 long plays to Samori Toure. You've talked him up ever since he was signed as a future NFL player. They dialed up a couple plays in which he was able to, they were able to get the safety out of position and take advantage and get him freed up. And Martinez delivered the ball both times. And you just kind of wonder, why weren't they dialing up these long pass plays on occasion and taking their shots before? But it looked really good on those 2 occasions that obviously kept them in the game.
I mean, that's all about flow of the game, and obviously Samori Toure is always a big part of the game plan. And I'm assuming you probably didn't even see that today. That they today they added his name to the Blitnikoff Award today. So yeah, he's mentioned right up there in that top group of receivers now with the stable at Ohio State and David Bell at Purdue, and now you can put Samori Toure on that list too. I mean, yeah, he's a weapon, and he's had several of these moments, but you kind of wish he would have had more, just because with a lot of the way these games have kind of fallen, and Nebraska kind of sputtering around at times, and obviously, yeah. I mean, you want to always get him more involved in the game, and you see when he does get involved in the game, big things happen. And he's a heck of a wide receiver, and he's going to be playing on Sundays. You'll be seeing him up there. He'll be a pretty high draft pick coming up in April here.
There would be some kind of question there about whether we're going to see any kind of difference in the team, but the team's playing top-notch competition extremely well anyway. And now they got to face 2 more. But if anything, at least Scott Frost knows where he stands, that he's going to be at Nebraska. There are going to be some changes made. So he's going to have to obviously implement those changes and then go forward and find some replacements and all of that. But he at least knows that he doesn't have to look over his shoulder, and he can continue what he's already working on.
Absolutely. And I think that's the best thing that, a head coach can know, because I mean, my God, you can see the toll that this has taken on him. I've seen former players in the program tweet out, just, being able to just see, the stress and what it does to him. And, he doesn't get much time with his family. And I mean, this has been really hard on him because nobody else wants to win more than he does here. I guarantee you that. Him and Trev Alberts both. All they want is for Nebraska to win. So yeah, it's just to hear that and to know that I'm still here. All we got to do, we're so close. We're so close. He knows we're so close. It's just a few little things here and there, and oh my goodness, it's a way different record. And I think the key to this is too now that after that loss, Scott Frost is a career 500 coach. I mean, he's 34 as a head coach now, and that includes a perfect season at UCF. So for this timing and for this to move forward, I think it's great for his confidence, and now he can kind of, obviously, he's got to make some decisions on bringing in some new coaches, and knowing him, he's probably already got some guys he's been talking to for not just recently, but for a while. So yeah, he's a pretty connected guy, and I wouldn't be surprised if you see some other Nebraska guys that have Nebraska ties end up on this coaching staff moving forward. But I have no idea. That's just my gut feeling.